Okay, hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now, this is going to be part 2 on how I make my altered book journals. So, for me personally, I like to put a bit of colour on every page. With this book, it's going to be slightly different. So, things like this picture here, I'll probably leave that as is. Same with these. There's certain pictures that I won't cover. Certain pictures I will cover. I want to try and leave some of this book natural, so I'll probably not cover this page at all, these pages, but I might put some little embellishments and things on here. Get sort of the text pages I'll probably cover. Again, this here, I probably won't cover this or this. There's quite a few nice pictures in here that I won't cover. But the type of things that I do use to put in my books is, I have a huge selection. So I use napkins, lots of different types of napkins, pardon me. Oh. I've got dress patterns, I find they're really good. I mean, this is going to be a industrial steampunk theme journal, so I'm going vintage and steampunky industrial with it. So I've got these dress patterns. And the thing I like about using dress patterns is if you open up the book, so if you put your glue down and then stick that down and then put glue on the top, you'll still be able to see the text come through from the book, and I really enjoy that. I love that effect, and you get the same effect with the napkins. And what I do with my napkins is I don't use the whole thickness as a trick to getting rid of the ply as well. So napkins usually come in a 3-ply, and I only want the ply with the picture on. So what I do is I get a bit of tape, stick it on the napkin, pull, and instantly you can pull that ply away completely. And I never keep that bit. Let's see if, yeah. And again, do it again. And it just helps lift that sheet of tissue up. And it's easier to peel off. Oh, I can't find it. There. So that's 2 plies of tissue I've just taken off that napkin. So I'm left with a really nice thin piece. And again, if I put glue down, put the napkin down, glue on top, it helps make it more transparent, and you'll be able to see the text again seep through. So I love using napkins as background pieces, and I love using dress pages as background pieces as well. So with this book, I'm probably going to cover the text pages and leave majority of the picture pages as they are. And I do the whole book, so this is a very long process. Obviously I'm not going to record every single page I do, but I'll show you a few here and there. I'll probably do I'll cover a few pages, and then I'll do another video on how they've come out, and then we can carry on from there. So yeah, I use napkins, dress pages. I've got old vintage, what is this one? Railway Gazette. There's things in here that I might cut out and use in other ways, like tags and whatnot. I've got some bits and bobs in here. I've got old music sheet, massive bag of ephemera, which will come later. Got an old newspaper. So I use lots of different things, and I might do some where is it? So my bowl's nearly empty, but in here I put just ground coffee and water, and so some of these pages I might just try and find a spot that'll be good, probably a good spot. Actually, I'll do the front. So what I might do is just spray a bit of this on there like that. So it is just coffee and water, let it all mix up and put it in a spray bottle. I find you get some really good effects with that as well. With that, see, reuse the ply, help that dry off a bit. So you get sort of a bit more of a stain going on there. I generally give it more than one coat. So some pages I might just distress with the coffee spray. And you're sort of left with that sort of old mottled look. Just come through on the other side. That's fine. So some pages I might do coffee spray, some I might do with napkins. And so yeah, so what I'll do is I'll go to this one. I want to cover the whole double spread. So back to my trusty old Mod Podge. So when I do my pages, I like to make sure that there's plenty of glue up in the middle, because that's where you need the, oh, I can't even get my words out today. Strength. Yeah, strength. The middle of the book's where you need the strength. So you don't end up with your sheets falling out or a book falling apart or what have you. So I just basically, I'm not very neat with this. I sort of do all the tidying up after I've stuck all bits down and they're dry. So as I've already prepped that napkin by removing 2 of the ply, I am going to stick that down first. So I basically just cover the whole double spread in glue. Get my napkin where I've taken 2 ply out of it already. And I'm just gonna try gently to lay it down. And I don't mind wrinkles in my pages, I don't in my napkins and things, it doesn't bother me at all. Try and get that in that crease there. So I just lay that down on my page like that. You'll see there's a little bit of a gap here, so it didn't quite reach. And what I'll probably do there is just attach a piece of lace when I get to that point. Oh, got myself all wrapped up there. So lay it down like that, and then what I do like to do is just grab a little bit of Mod Podge on my brush. I just gently brush over the top all the way through. It helps it stick down to the page, and it also helps with the transparency, so some of the text will show through when it's dry. Now this bit takes me the longest out of everything, covering all the pages, because you cover them and then you've got to let them dry, and then you cover the next one and let it dry, and so on and so forth, and it does take a very long time. But I try and do sort of a couple of pages, buzz it off with the dryer, a couple more pages, buzz it off with the dryer. So I can see there I've made a little rip, but that's not going to bother me. What I'll do is I'll just take a little piece of napkin that isn't on the book, add a little bit extra glue to this point, and pop that over the top. Now it doesn't bother me with layers and things, I quite like it. So that's like that, and the rest of it looks absolutely fine. So now I'd leave that to dry, and then I just start covering other pages. So to you guys it's been about 1 second, to me it's been a couple of days. So I've made a little start on decorating the pages. So this is the inside cover that I've done with the coffee staining spray that I done earlier. So I like that, I'm going to keep that as that is. I have plans, vaguely, yeah. I have vague plans of what I want to do with the book. So certain bits I am leaving blank. So again, I've covered this, and it's really nice because you can still see the Children's Encyclopedia Volume 4 coming through the dress pattern. This was swooping, which I think is quite nice. Like I said, I wanted to keep some pictures in. So this napkin, I I did go over to the picture because I wanted to strengthen up this section of the spine bit of the book. So there's going to be quite a lot of stuff that will go over the middle pages to give it strength. And then this one, like I said earlier, I was going to leave these two pictures. And I sort of, when I looked at it, I wanted this bit to be a bit stronger, so I've just Mod Podged in a chunk of lace, which is nice and solid in there, so it'll help reinforce that bit. This is the bit that we done earlier as well, so that's all nice. I can see all the text coming up from underneath, which I think is lovely. It feels good as well. Feels really nice. This page, because you know I'm going to be putting lots of different bits of embellishments and pockets and tucks and all sorts, so not every page has to be completely decorated. So this has just got a simple doily. Again, a section of it is going over that spine to strengthen it. So I've done a double spread of writing paper, which I found in the charity shop, which I think is lovely. It's quite aged, and I have some matching cards to go with it, so they may end up on this spread somewhere. Again, I've just done a bit of decoupage paper on here, and you can still see all the text coming through, which I like. Bit of music sheet. Again, I've gone slightly over the picture to reinforce here. And I think this is it. Yeah, and then I just got a chunk out of a old newspaper, ripped the edges, and popped that in too. And then I haven't done anything else, but I know that I'm leaving these two pages as they are. So I'm probably going to put a lace strip down the middle. And I'm going to put a lace strip down the middle here. And I think what I'm going to do is leave this for now, because I want to put like an envelope or something just in this section. Mainly because I just like the writing here, and I just quite like this bit here. So I thought I'd just put an envelope in this section here. That page we're going to cover, leave that page, and so on and so forth. So I've made a start, which is good. Haven't got as far as I'd liked, but it's just an idea of how I cover my pages. Yeah, that's it really. So I will be back when I start doing other bits to the book. So yeah, I really enjoy it though. It's really calming to do lots of nice things. And along the way I have been making lots of other bits and bobs ready to go into the book, but I'm not showing you them now. So you'll have to wait and see. So thanks for watching guys, and I will see you all soon. Bye.